Am I just running? He said get a horse.
Pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
What's he doing? Hey lads. Okay, nope. Okay. You mount your horse anytime by triangle. Okay lads, there's a bit of tension here. I'm just getting out of here. Run as fast as you can. Sounds like there's a horse behind me. And I'm not quite sure if I want to check. Oh. Cutscene. Oh, even the outer village. I'm a 3v1 lad. That's cool. Oh, there's horse archery in the back of their thigh. There's a lot of blood vessels around there. You're gonna have to patch that up quick.
Yeah.
Oh, why are you facing me this direction? Okay. Oh, he is bleeding. And he's got foot injury. How's he got foot injury for his leg? Okay, I don't know where I'm going.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the
To the left. Along the stream. Okay. Along the stream. People. He sounds like he's right behind me. Don't run on the road. Like, go to the tree line. That guy's probably not gonna survive, I can't lie. Oh. I tried to turn around. Not a good idea. Never try that again. My horse has got no stamina. I don't know what he's saying at all. But it's probably... Your horse's stamina is low. Okay, no, they're shooting arrows. I can't slow down. That's slow. Run. Help. There's no help. Jump in the river. There's a forest right there. Run, mate.
To Talmberg.
To Talmberg. Which looks like it's good far away. Are they talking to each other? These lot are just they're vibing, and I'm here running for my life. What? Oh my gosh, man! I'm running out of stamina, and I'm hungry. Horsemanship. Come on, lads, level up. Probably got an arrow in my back somewhere.
Oh my god! Wait! Jesus Christ!
Help! Skalitz has been attacked! Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here! Hey!
Don't hit me.
Loose!
That was close. We're closing the gate. Does that count as an arrow to the knee? Because if so, what his dad said was true.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
Henry of Skalitz.
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
Don't pull it out. Not without proper precision.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone.
Head's still on it, at least.
It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
That's animated quite well.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Talmberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Okay. We're getting into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. These lot look old. They probably held this castle for a long time. What was it? Talk to him. Yeah.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
What in heaven's name happened there?
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons.
Reputation.
He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you?
How
young
long has it
master?
been? That
Here you are,
everyone
then.
knows already?
Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you,
I'll
my
do a
lady.
bit more than eat my fill.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
I'm actually starving. Oh, bro, I'm taking everything. Wait. This guy, can I eat from? Oh, nice. Okay. I'm still hungry.
Oh, good God.
You fled from Skalitz? How did you manage that?
It seemed like any other day.
Speech check.
And then I saw thick smoke rising
Okay.
above the hamlet of Rovna. Soon, Sigismund's army were finished there and came for us. The order to attack must have come even before the alarm bell rang.
God preserve us.
Okay.
We all ran towards
I
the
guess I
castle
got
for
put into
shelter,
this.
but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped, and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Okay. Now we can sleep. Well, I need to sleep for a whole more than 12 hours. You can't sleep. I need 7 o'clock is a good time to wake up too. What? Didn't even get to sleep?
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
Yes, you did.
My lady, no,
Just
not
being
at all.
polite.
But what brings you here at this hour?
I probably would have
thought
too, to
you
be honest, but
could do with a little wine. It's just
No,
what you
I need
to
the
help you
sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going
Okay.
to.
that's a bit
But
much.
To tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new
Calm
and
down with the hand
strange for
touching.
you.
Probably like 10 years
But I
older
want
than
you
me.
to feel at home here.
Maybe
You're
she's
not to worry
young, I
about
don't know.
anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady.
Might as well.
I'll tell
I
you
told
what
it to the random woman.
It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Speech checks.
I went to the
Come on.
tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Robard.
Nice atmosphere with the rain. It's got 8 intimidation.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz.
I guess talking about hopefully survivors.
The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you.
Supposed to be there.
I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
The siege. Yeah, that sounds a bit better.
I no longer heard any sounds of battle coming from the castle, so Sigismund's army must have regrouped and started preparing for siege.
No doubt you're right.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Robard's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped.
Oh, I nearly
I
died
succeeded,
doing that.
even though it almost cost me my life.
Yeah, exactly.
After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll
A
never
knight
forget the horror.
in peasant's clothing.
It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, probably.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
And the other 4, no? Thought there was 7.
Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison
Don't
to the
touch his
horrors
married
he went
Divish.
through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her
Oh my
lot.
gosh.
Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was
Divish is the
stormed
old
and my
guy, yeah?
husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men. even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robard. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace
You
of
had to
Lord
ransom him.
Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong
Yeah, he does.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
She's just bored.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Well, I probably would have fallen asleep during her story, to be honest. I kind of did. Are you supposed to sleep the other way? Isn't the headboard on the other side? I have been sleeping wrong my whole life. Nightmares.
Move in, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back! Henry, help us!
She didn't say that.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
He definitely didn't say that.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it?
It better be
What's
something
happening?
good.
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Oh my god. They're already here. Take the torch. If you need a light at night, use your torch by holding. Yeah, that's the time. Even better, use a night torch. Would the rain put out this torch? I don't entirely know the physics of that.
Lean on some Skalitz serf and you'll happily tell them everything.
I didn't think of that.
Not that I'm
I think I'm in the right place. The rain is actually great for the atmosphere. Pep talk. I think I ruined it by pausing it.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
I can't see, mate. I honestly cannot see anything. Can I up the brightness? Do something like that. Yeah, it's still pitch black. I can't see. So I don't know what it's gonna be like for watching.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
It would work against me.
Then who
maybe
is it?
Isn't him.
The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it can't be them then, surely.
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge
There's no way
started.
you can't scout a
And
whole
you're right. Sigismund has a
horde,
hell of a
yeah.
lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will. Good luck to you.
There we go. Better lighting.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robard?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a
So the
sore
storm
throat
helped
than a
cover them
slit
escape.
throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
He's an
Thank God for
experienced
this
soldier.
When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll
Well, I guess he is a good target. He's the marshal of Wenceslas. They said in the tavern.
And enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
Huh?
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation,
Ooh,
sir.
is that?
But thank you.
Does that mean he wasn't actually
We'll meet again
locked
when
up?
circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people too. It's a dark time.
Very dark indeed.
Move out!
Quite literally too.
Move out!
Quite dark. Oh, that's actually sad. In the rain. Cold as well, probably. Definitely during the night.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Alright. Am I to stay here, sir?
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch?
Mine are
on battlements,
definitely
my
not
men?
keen.
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help.
Straight to the point.
I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
Oh, okay. Right.
Good day to you.
Yeah, right.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord, they got out of the siege.
That's not all of them, though.
Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzig did the right thing. I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God ease your pain.
Thank you.
Very empathetic people.
I reckon that Sir Radzig must be a good man, the way he looks after his people.
Hello.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first
Mate,
watch,
I wasn't.
eh?
I literally haven't
I don't
moved.
think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
I want to talk to people. I'm kind of getting bored of listening to what they have to say myself. Where's morning? Well, it looks like 5 is dawn, and 9 is dusk.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Quickly! We have
Where are we going? The horn's coming from this side. Come on, Divish. He sounds like he's hard on the diplomacy.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard.
Silver tongue.
Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause.
It's well written.
We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
This guy is actually still
I
an
am
idiot.
Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noted.
Yeah, he's already...
It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king.
Exactly.
Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Well spoken.
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
You just gotta put that little cherry on top.
Very well, sir.
Extra assurance. This guy knows how to
Relay
speak.
words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That's definitely German. What did he say? Hungary and Luxembourg? Hungary and Austria? There was talk of Vienna. So I'm guessing Austria might be involved too. I guess that means turn around. Hey! They actually started cheering.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Robard was ready to swing at chins, bro. That mace looks heavy, the way he's holding it. I was trying to take the torch off me. I didn't even press this. Get to hall. Can I put this away? Thank you. Is this the dodgy guy?
Good day to you. What do you need?
I don't actually need anything.
Can we trade?
What are you buying? What are you selling? Okay, let's actually try and look for Robard now. Who's this? That is the villager. There he is. Alright, lad.
My respects to you.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
Oh, okay, a bit backstory.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears. And I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Oh, so it already happened in
Indeed.
Kuttenberg.
But it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
For money.
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city,
The capital
while King
of
Wenceslas
Czech
took a
Republic?
liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
I need to get to Skalitz. Yeah, we actually do.
Sir Robard, I need to get to
That's
Skalitz.
the mission.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
I failed to speak Czech. Well, I didn't think it was gonna work anyway.
Hey, who's there?
I found the Divish, and it's not letting me talk to him. Oh, Stephanie! In the middle of animation. Here we go.
God save. Can I help you with anything?
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me, but I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
Speech checks.
My parents
We already
are
know
lying
her
in the mud
stats
of
as well.
Skalitz at the mercy of dogs and jackdaws. I can't just leave them there.
That's terrible. May the Lord have mercy on their souls. But how can I help you, Henry? I don't want your death on my conscience.
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking.
Nice.
And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
Well, they'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Ujits, to ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable.
You reckon I can just
Thank
speech
you,
check
lady.
the guard right now?
I must go now.
Oh, yo, let me try that.
Take care.
Can I not just jump out from here? Oh, I feel like I can, you know, I'm not gonna lie. But let's do it the proper way. I feel like there would be an invisible wall there anyway.
Good day to you.
And to you too.
I need to get out of here.
And I need a feather bed with a comely wench in it. But it looks like we'll both be disappointed. Sir Divish gave orders not to open the gate, and you especially are not to be let out.
Speech check.
My mother and father were left in Skalitz like carrion. I have to bury them. I can't leave them to the dogs.
I'm sorry, my friend, but I can't. You'll have to persuade Sir Robard, or think something up so I don't end up in the shit for it. Otherwise, forget it.
What am I supposed to think up?
The disguise.
How should I know? Maybe
Yeah,
some
you say that,
disguise
yeah.
so I could say I didn't recognize you?
I guess this is the main way to get
soldier
out.
turns up, all kitted out properly, in armor and a helmet, then of course I let him go. That's obvious.
All right, I'll have a look around for something.
Ooh, is it here? Okay. Let's get out of here. You know, I'll just walk it there, man. I don't want to steal a horse. Let's just leave.
I need to get out of here.
Then I'm afraid you're out of luck. Ah, I see. All right then. But if you breathe a word about me to anyone...
Don't worry about it, lad. Why would I do that? It's just... bad taste. Which way is Skalitz?